That's Money Brown, man. Respect Junior. Boy, Money Brown, he get a lot of money, so I call him Money Brown.
What's good, Money Brown TV? What up, what up?
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to Money Brown TV. Thank you so much for everything.
Hey, this is Ryan Garcia here. Shout out to Money Brown TV and keep punching, baby.
Yo, what's going on out there, Fight World? It's your boy Money back with another one, fam. And this one here is on two big dogs in this fight game. We had the legendary Canelo Alvarez, the hottest fighter on the planet, the #1 pound-for-pound king, the 4th-division world champion, the undisputed super middleweight world champion, looking to be the greatest Mexican fighter of all time and one of the greatest to ever lace him up. Then we have Jermall, the hitman Charlo, the 2th-division world champion, the current WBC middleweight world champion, who's looking to take his talent up to 168 and try his luck against Canelo Alvarez. Now, we all know Canelo Alvarez has a big decision on his hand. We all know the king is contemplating, a 2-fight deal, well, maybe a 1-fight deal with PBC and a 2-fight deal with the Zone. But the 1-fight deal is with Jermall Charlo. And Canelo Alvarez wants Jermall Charlo. I keep telling y'all this, and I'm going to continue to tell y'all this for all the haters out there that try to make it like Canelo Alvarez don't want no smoke with that kid. But, right now, Canelo is in a very great position to where he can call his shots and he can do what he wanna. You feel me? He can call his shots and he can do what he wanna. But at this moment, he's still weighing his options on what he wants to do. And I think he's gonna make his decision very, very soon. You understand what I'm saying? I think Canelo's going to make his decision very, very soon. He's back in camp. He's back training. He loved his game. This is what he lived for. Without no boxing, there would be no Canelo Alvarez. Without no boxing, there would be no Canelo Alvarez. And this is what he loved to do, man. So when we look at Jermall Charlo, you want this Canelo fight? Jermall Charlo, do you want this Canelo fight? Then you have to do what the fuck you got to do to get it, bro. You have to do what you got to do to get this fight, right? We all know you haven't fought anything like Canelo Alvarez on this level, money-wise, skill-wise, just overall-wise. Nothing has ever compared to a Canelo Alvarez fight. So what you need to do, Jermall, is what you have to do to get this fight. And you need to get to Al Haymon and let him know you want nothing else but the Canelo Alvarez fight, and he need to get it done like he got it done for Caden Plant. Even though Caden Plant was a world champion at 168 and it was for undisputed, but you need to put the press down and let him know that this is the opportunity of a lifetime for you. And you willing to take what you got to take, and you willing to go where you got to go to get this Canelo Alvarez fight. No matter the measure, you willing to do it. Because fighting this king right here is the cream of the crop, and it's the creme de la creme, and it gets no bigger than this for your career. It gets no bigger than this for your career. You know what I'm saying? If you want Canelo Alvarez, you have to do something to entice him. You got to do something to entice him. You feel me? And Canelo wants to smoke with you. So if Al Haymon can move one thing or do one little extra thing, right, Canelo Alvarez will accept the fight, in my opinion. In my humble opinion, Canelo Alvarez will accept this fight. But you got to make Al Haymon do what he got to do to get you that fight with this kid right here, Canelo. Because Canelo, right, he's just, he's on his own time, bro. And he deserves to be on his own time. And he deserves to do what he want to do as long as he's still fighting world champions and top caliber competition that a lot of people like to hate on, make him like he's not fighting nobody when he is. You understand what I'm saying? When he is. So when I look at Jermall Charlo, I ask the question, what are you prepared to do? Right? Like on the Untouchables, baby. Sean Connery. You know what I'm saying? Talking to Elliot Ness. Right? What are you prepared to do? That's what it's going to come down to. What are you prepared to sacrifice? That's what it comes down to. And how far are you willing to go to get what you want? How far are you willing to go to get what you want? Because if you really want this Canelo Alvarez fight, you need to be screaming that shit from the mountaintops. You need to be telling Al Haymon, I don't give a fuck what Canelo wants. You give it to him. You give it to him, right? You don't let Canelo Alvarez walk away from this table without having that contract signed with his name and my name on it. Do what you got to do to give me this fight, Al. I don't want nothing else more than I want Canelo Alvarez, bro. You feel me? So if that means I got to take less money to get Canelo Alvarez, I'm willing to do it. If that means I got to go to 168, I'm willing to do it. That means if I got to fight in Mexico, I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to do whatever Canelo Alvarez tell me to do to get myself inside that square circle to get that fight. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it if you believe in yourself like that. If you believe in yourself like that. You understand what I'm saying? Make Canelo feel the presence of you. Let him know that, I'm hurt, man. I want this better than anything. And Canelo Alvarez is a fighter that'll oblige your ass. He'll be like, okay, I see he's willing to do what he got to do. Let's make this shit happen. You understand what I'm saying? Let's make it happen. I don't care what the haters talking about. I don't care them talking about, Jermall a cherry pick, and he's not taking boxing serious, and he's not doing this, and he's not doing that. Listen, I got Canelo beating the shit out of Jermall Charlo. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But that don't mean I don't have Charlo coming in the best shape of his fucking life. You know what I mean? I'm trying to relish the opportunity here. Trying to give it his all. You dig? Understanding the stage. Understand the whole world's going to be watching. Everybody that look up to you. Your family. Your fans. Your friends. You know what I'm saying? Legendary fighters. Fighters that you remember yourself out of. You know what I mean? Even fighters you probably say, you once held on a higher pedestal. Everybody and their mama. I say everybody and their mama go be watching Canelo Alvarez versus Jermall Charlo. Because a lot of people feel like Jermall Charlo got a strong jab. And a lot of people feel like he got the power to go out there and hang with Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? They feel like he's a big boy. They feel like he can take that shit. So what Jermall's going to have to do is scream that shit from the mountaintops. Scream that shit from the mountaintops. Get in Al Heyman head. Let him know how you going to make the Caden Plant fight happen, but you can't make the Jermall Charlo fight happen. You understand? Do what you have to do for me. Do what you have to do for me. And yes, I might seem selfish at the time, but fuck that 2-fight deal. I can't worry about him fighting Benavidez. I got to worry about him fighting me. Just like I told Caden Plant, you can't worry about him fighting no goddamn Jermall Charlo. You got to worry about him fighting you. You dig what I'm saying? Or no David Benavidez either. You in a position to get an opportunity of a lifetime. An opportunity of a lifetime. You feel me? This might not never come back around. You dig me? So you got to do what you got to do, bro. And Canelo Alvarez is a man with many choices. I say Canelo Alvarez is a man with many choices. You feel me? When Canelo Alvarez say he's ready to fight, you got him lined up from A to Z. You got him lined up from A to Z. So he can pick who he want to pick and go out there and handle his business and still get 8 figures. Let me let that sink in. Canelo Alvarez can pick who he want to pick and go out there and handle his business and still get 8 figures. Yeah. That's why they mad, Dick. That's why they mad. You dig me? Because that man control the game right now. That man control the game. And there's a lot of cats out there wish they can control the game like Canelo Alvarez. There's a lot of cats out there wish they was getting the money that Canelo Alvarez is getting. There's a lot of cats out there that wish they had the accolades that Canelo Alvarez has. Get the praise that Canelo Alvarez get. You know what I'm saying? But that shit didn't come overnight. Canelo made all the sacrifices in the world. He did what he had to do to get in position. He took his bumps and bruises. He paid his dues. He got into that ring with Floyd Money Mayweather at the age of 23 years old. He didn't have to do that. He didn't have to do that. You feel me? But indeed, he wanted it. And he took his licks. He took his bumps and bruises like a man. Licked his wound and kept on moving. Understanding, I'm still going to be great. Understanding, I'm still going to be great. And this shit ain't going to hold me back. You feel me? These niggas can't hold me back. These bitches can't hold me back. You know what I'm saying? Canelo Alvarez took that little L, made the most of it, and now look at him. Voila. Magic around this bitch. The face of boxing. The face of boxing. Now, Jermall Charlo, what are you willing to do? What are you willing to do? Are you willing to pay your dues and take your bumps and bruises and lick your wounds? You feel me? Y'all boys got to have a different type of mentality out here in these boxing streets. Y'all have to want this shit. Y'all have to want it. You know what I'm saying? You have to want it. You can't get comfortable. You can't get lazy. You know? You got to know how to talk that shit when it's time to talk that shit. You got to know how to push when it's time to push. And you got to know how to get into your damn advisor head and let him know that you don't want nothing else but Canelo. Make it happen. Y'all have the money to give him, then give it to him. Stop worrying about Floyd Mayweather hating ass saying this and saying that. You know what I mean? Get that man what he want and get me in the ring with him. Because if I defeat him, guess what that's going to do for our organization? You know what I mean? Well, for our side of the street, it blows up that much more. You feel me? Believe in me. Show me you believe in me. And he have to show them that he believes in his goddamn self so they can believe in him. You dig me? But this is one hell of a fight. I like the fight, but I tell y'all, man, Canelo gonna have a fucking field day. Canelo gonna have a fucking field day. You know what I mean? Best performance of his career. Yeah, best performance of his career. And that don't mean Charlo not gonna have no success. But at the end of the day, if Charlo wants this fight with Canelo Alvarez, he have to do what he have to do. And he have to tell Al Heyman he's ready to make all the sacrifices in the world to fight Canelo Alvarez. You dig? You're going up to 168. You're going to his territory. Do what you got to do. While it's still time, do what you got to do. While it's still time. Because time is ticking. And time is of the essence. And Canelo Alvarez is soon to pick his choice. So when I see this situation, y'all, we'll see how it play out. Let's see if they can swing something like Caden Plant did and Canelo Alvarez come back to PBC and fight Jermall Charlo and get the fans what they want. You know, shouts out to Jermall Charlo. Wish you the best. Shouts out to my guy Canelo. Keep doing what you're doing, King. Become the greatest Mexican fighter of all time and one of the greatest to ever lace him up. Until then, it's your boy Money. Stay NSBC moving. Ain't nobody safe in these streets. Hit them thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to donate OG money on Cash App. TreyHampton52@gmail.com on PayPal. If not, just tell a friend. Hit the subscribe button. Like, comment, share the videos. And y'all know how your boy get down, man. Big dog status, family.